Let's go on to the next one then, which is our fourth foundational principle, which is the value of deep faith. This has been another huge area of learning for me around having absolute total faith in my spiritual intelligence. So, faith comes not at the level of thinking of our personality, of our logical mind. We get faith the more we connect to our true self. We get faith when we let go of the thinking of our ego, the thinking of our fear-based thoughts, and step into that place of our true self that just knows everything is working out perfectly. Yep, it may not seem like it right now. On the surface, it may seem like actually there is chaos, there is disintegration, there's total confusion, everything is going wrong. But at the level of our true self, there is this whole arc of goodness that is gradually moving us, often through chaos, to our higher good. Ultimately, to the greater good of us all. If you think, how long ago was it that in the Colosseums in Rome they had people like trying to fight and being eaten by lions and things like that? We don't have that as our sport to watch anymore. We're kind of that much further on the whole arc of goodness. But where we are now is really having to learn about letting go of even some more habits that are not in alignment with the truth of who we are. So faith, real deep faith in the goodness of life, when actually things seem ghastly, when things seem like they're going totally wrong, is a prerequisite for being a spiritually intelligent leader. And what can often happen to us, we're in situations where our faith is really, really tested. And I think as we grow in our spiritual maturity, our faith gets tested more and more and more. When you start your path, perhaps you're not challenged that much around faith. But certainly what I found as time has gone by, I have had to really totally keep my faith anchored in my true self, whilst, of course, at the same time honouring the kind of negative emotions that come up, the fears that come up in me, the panic that comes up, the kind of all the negative emotions. We have to honour them, we have to release them, we have to let them go. But once we've done that, once we've worked through them, we have to return to that place of deep faith. And it's not always easy. And yet, the more we have faith, the easier it is to move through all those things that challenge us with ease. And perhaps a sort of a counterpart to faith is also surrender. And something that A Course in Miracles teaches us that ultimately we could get to, and I have to say I'm not at this place yet, I'm there in some areas of my life, not there in every area, is actually being in that place which Krishnamurti teaches of actually not minding what happens. And that is the ultimate of deep faith and deep surrender, that we are so anchored in our ability to have faith no matter what, that actually we're okay whatever happens. And that's quite a tall order, isn't it? If you think about it, being okay if you lost those things in your life that you love. Yeah? Being okay if you lost those things that you deem to be really important. But that's ultimately where faith can take us to. That we're able to say, I'd love this to happen, and I'm okay if this happens. And I'm sure you've all been through challenging experiences, just as I have, where your faith in a higher power or God or the divine has really been challenged. And likewise, I'm sure you've all had the experience where actually you've come out the other side of it stronger, brighter, and actually with more faith.